Rifqa. Nowadays, grandmother walks fragile, so unlike the past she battled. Wrinkled faces hide inside the wrinkles of her face, tell the story of that event, organized, undying. The morning of a red-skied May 1948 could have been today. They knocked the doors down, claimed life as their own. The chances of their staying fragile, but now look. Houses are in ruins, keys around necks, odds are far from even, far from running water. Ramadan, villages retired singing, rifles sang instead, announcing, declaring, an anticipated empire on the ruins of another. 7 decades later, they harvest organs of the martyred, feed their warriors our own. The people of Haifa left. Some fled after news, some stayed, gave coffee to the massacre. Some walked a straight line into the sea, back to their city, refused to be martyred, refused to exit. They were one with Haifa, drowned in this life, soaked in salt. My grandmother, Rifqa, was chased away from the city, leaving behind the vine of roses in the front yard. Sometime when youth was more than just yearning, she left poetry. What I write is an almost. I write an attempt. She left behind clothes folded, ready to be worn again. Her suitcases did not declare departure. Rifqa left Haifa to go to Haifa, to go to Haifa. Rifqa walked solid. We'll return once things cool down, and she believed wore her key until her neck, her key, her memory became the same color. Next stop, another city to be destroyed. Photographs of Haifa stamped on her heart, then on my imagination. She went shelter to shelter. I wonder, was it the shelter that ran from her? Children along the way, 6, storied them their homeland, and so they grew up singing songs of arrival, the songs of homecoming. 1956, lucky refugees given houses, lucky, wrapped in the shiny promises of UNRWA. The Jordanian government, grandma, a lucky refugee, grew vines of roses around the house. This time, the roses had thorns, just in case. Invaders came back, once again, claimed the land, with fists and fires, excuses, beliefs of the chosen and the promise, as if God is a real estate agent. Sometime she became a 30-something-year-old widow, homed half a dozen hungers, denied hers. She worked, worked, and worked until survival was a funny story to tell on evenings with what remains of her family. 1967, another Nakba, another man-made catastrophe, names of places dispossessed, names on tombs rewritten. Sheikh Jarrah became Shimon Hatzidik, Jerusalem, bride of the fantasy once more. Years passed, and the vines of the roses were vines of grapes, vines of barbed wires, ripping open the veins of this city. Years passed, children became my aunts, my father. The 21st century didn't stop the Nakba from continuing. Years of resistance, popular, fever and rashes, unable to stop this cancer from spreading. May 15, 1998. I was born before a closed house that I called not mine, but have never been in. After 9 years of fines, paychecks, and playchecks, it was open for them, not for us. The colonizers, youthful, differently clothed, rifles smacking against their hips, terrorist nation, celebrated stolen property, callous. I cried, not for the house, but for the memories I could have made inside of it. Maha, 3-year-old sister, cried her innocence, watched the Zionist settlers burn her bed, yet another Nakba, another divine crime scene. Now Maha's 8. She knows her Nakba isn't the first. She knows she's not the only child whose bed was burned. She knows children are burned. Mohammed Abu Khader, 16, gasoline. With every lid closed, Rifqa went to her house, saw nothing in the gray of her eyes, said, "Let's say it was devoured by the sea. Don't worry, it will wash ashore. No matter how deep it drowns, the truth always washes ashore." She prays to her refuge God. Nowadays, she walks fragile, so unlike the past that she battled. So unlike the past, nameless faces remembered on her wrinkled face. They tell the story of the particular events, organized, plural, ongoing.